Hi, you guys. Welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a love reading for Capricorns. This is going to be from the 1st to the 17th of July, the beginning of June. Let's get into it here. So, I feel like your person feels a little grown with you. I don't know if this person's older than you or younger than you, or this person's younger, but I feel like this person's like, oh, you're really sexual. That's really nasty. That's really like, degrading. Not degrading. It just kind of seems like a little too like, oh, we're moving too fast, you know? Like, ooh, excuse me. I just finished drinking sparkling ice. I'm drinking kiwi strawberry, zero sugar. I'm just kidding. No, but I'm drinking sparkling ice, kiwi strawberry. So let's get into it here. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. So we have the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Hangman. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Did I do Sagittarius? I don't think so. No, I didn't. Yeah, but this person wants to give and receive with you. Okay, they made up their mind about like sharing the. I don't know what the fuck they're sharing, but I guess this person's making up their mind. I guess in not being selfish. Okay, it's not a secret anymore. This person made up their mind. I think this was based off of whoever that they were dealing with somebody else before you. Okay, maybe a Queen of Cups. Maybe they were dealing with a Gemini. Okay, okay, because Gemini's had a vibe like this as well, and they were the King of Cups. So they were saying like how a Queen of Cups left their ass. You know what I'm saying? So maybe this person ended up being with you, okay, and it wasn't a secret that this person wanted to go with you or whatever. So, and I guess obviously it wasn't balanced. They were being very selfish. So this person ended up like making their decision and saying, hey, I want to balance things with Capricorns. Now where this is gonna go, it depends. Like if you're looking for a relationship that's like long lasting, short lived, I don't know, it depends. But this person is not hiding anymore. This could be a Taurus or a Capricorn, strong Sagittarius. But I really feel like this person has made up their mind. This person could be a Libra as well, where they're very decisive with you. Like they know for sure it's you. They want to be with you. They like you. They want to collaborate with you. Okay, because this person's been looking at the relationship between you and them very differently in the beginning of July. They're like, I'm looking at things very differently here, and I'm noticing that this would be a great investment. Like I said, this could be a Taurus or a Capricorn. They give me King of Pentacles vibes. This person may even want to like have a child with you, maybe two. Okay, definitely getting this can also be a Capricorn. I mean, a Cancer, or if it's not a Cancer, it's a Capricorn, maybe another Capricorn. Let's clarify the Six of Pentacles. This person maybe didn't have sex with you yet, because I'm here. I'm curious about your loving. I'm curious. I wanna know that you're mine. Right? So you guys could be dealing with a Gemini. Because Gemini reading, they had when I get this feeling, I want sexual healing. Right? So you guys can also be dealing with an Aries as well. And then I'm hearing also, and I'm curious about your loving is by Midnight Star. There's like 5 of them niggas in a band. Okay, or 6 of them. I think it's like 6, 8 of them. So I feel like that's your guys' song. So this person's been thinking about you. I don't think you had sex with this person, or that's what I was saying. Like there's something's happening too fast here. Like let's slow down. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys did have sex, it's like maybe the relationship is like real appropriate. It's very mature. They never had anything like that before. So yeah, I'm definitely getting this person learn from a Virgo, or this person's like doing things in a way where it's pretty much the best. People will follow. Okay. Now I'm hearing Imagine Dragon. I will follow you wherever you may go. I follow you into your deepest slow. Always me around wherever that takes you. I follow you. La 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 la. I follow you. Yeah. So they talk about the band. So yeah. I guess the lead is a Capricorn. And the second one is in Sagittarius. And then the third one is in Aquarius. And then the fourth one is in Aries. So I pinpointed flat three of them. Now, the only one that I got incorrect was Aquarius, but maybe somebody asked like a Gemini Aquarius. So I was still right about the element. So I wish that I can fix it. I can fix it for you. That's actually not the zodiac signs. That's not their zodiac signs. I don't know where the fuck. Anyways, so yeah, they said Dane, I guess the lead is a Taurus, moon sign Aquarius, and Libra. Daniel, the second one, Pisces, Leo, Sagittarius, and Wayne, Cancer, Virgo, Capricorn, and Ben, Aries, Gemini, Scorpio. Bitch, they are not showing me all of these lines. Like, you know, one thing. What's the dragon zodiac sign? What's the? Oh my god, I love a Magic Dragon so freaking much. You know, like Google, like get it together, honey. It says zodiac signs as Imagine Dragons. Well, the lead one, I wish that I can fix it. I can fix it for you. Right? Dan Reynolds, I think. He is July 14th, 1987, and he's 35 years old. He is a Cancer. He's a Cancer. So that's that Cancer energy. Over energy to Cancer, the moon. And it'd be great if they show the other zodiac signs, but I guess he's the only one that's important. It's kind of fucked up, but okay. Like, because he's the lead. But there's that Cancer energy. I mean, it is important because, I still over energy. Yeah, so they totally got that fucking. Anyways, alright, well, yeah. Clarifying the Two of Pentacles, we have my broadcasting card here. And clarifying the Hangman, we have my air energy, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius here. So I'm definitely getting that this person is pretty loud about their affections with you here and how they would like to bring you on top. They're just, I think also they're trying to rub something in an air sign's face slash Sagittarius face here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sagittarius slash Sagittarius. Okay. Yeah, because they're listening to the things that are not being said. Yeah, Sagittarius here. Somebody that was their friend, they were friendly, and then they were being fucking fake. They just want to have a problem with them. So they're rubbing some shit in their face. Also, if you guys watched the end of June reading, then you'll understand this reading a little bit better here. That reading was so nice, but it's like you got a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? What's that advice? The advice is to keep taking care of yourself. Keep pampering yourself here. Cause I feel like you are putting on a show, but this person's like you may be like putting on a show, but may not know that like there are people watching. This person's definitely advertising you, and you're definitely aware, but you're just like, okay, whatever. But this person's like definitely like saying, oh look at her, and this person's not telling you to do it, but you're just doing it. You know what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm saying. You're just like, I'm okay, but they're definitely advertising you a lot because they're like, oh, the Sagittarius, so this air sign slash air sign Libra, Aquarius is being a dickhead. yeah, the universe wants you to continue pampering yourself and get over something with an air sign, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or just get over, just move on to calmer waters here, okay? Because things, yeah, they're things are one-sided with this person or whoever you're dealing with here. So let it go and move on. I don't feel like this is the person that's coming after you in July, okay? And I'm definitely getting you guys are dealing with an Aries too, or maybe you were dealing with an Aries. Okay, because Aries had that situation, they had to get out of a relationship, but they had to get out some shit in order for somebody to present something to you here. But imagine dragons, I feel like you guys want to know, like, um, the lyrics. It's like, you know I got your number all night. I'm always on your team, got your back, alright. Taking those losses if you treat you right. I wanna put you into the spotlight. So yeah, see? Nine of Pentacles, and this person is saying like, oh, you're the best, this is great, like I learned from a Virgo, I know what I'm talking about. I feel like a Sagittarius try to downplay them, slash air sign try to downplay them, like, oh, that's not right, that's not smart. And it's like, this person's like, you're not even looking at them. Just because they fixing themselves, that doesn't mean like they homeless or whatever. Like, nigga, they had the Nine of Pentacles, what the fuck you talking about? I learned it from a Virgo, I learned it from the best, like, the fuck. So you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Shit, you the one that's in a hangman energy. Fuck is you talking about, you know? You're like, you over here trying to find enlightenment, and this bitch is not even in enlightenment. She already knows, or he already knows. So how the fuck you gonna tell me? And then it says, if the world would only know what you've been holding back, heart attacks. Oh, if the world, something like heart attacks every night. Oh, you know it's not right. I will follow you wherever you may go. I'll follow you and down. I'll follow you way down to your deepest low. I'll always be around wherever I takes you. You know I follow you. Says call you up. You've been crying all night. You're disappointed in yourself, alright. Taking those losses if you treat you right. I wanna take you into the sunlight. If the world would only hold my back heart, okay. And then it's like da 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 da. Then it goes, you're not the type to give it. It's like, you're not the type to give yourself enough love. See, that's why we got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. She lives her life hardened in a tight glove. I wish that I could fix it. I can fix it for you, but instead I'll be right here coming through. So this is about somebody following you, like, until, like, through hell and whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's why and maybe this is the next step too. That song is about the next step too. Because it's like, like I said, people have this perception of you, and this person's like I said, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's how this person's feeling about people when it comes to you, because they think maybe you're homeless or you ain't shit, you probably don't have any money, and you do. You just taking care of yourself and whatever, or you just trying to figure out more about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you don't have, like, that Ten of Pentacles energy, like, you don't know who you are, but you're on the verge of knowing who you are. You look like that to this person, and they used to know a Virgo, or they used to know somebody like who was the best, who was like that, or they just taught them the wisdom or showed them, and or both, and they're like, oh, that's Capricorn. So you have somebody that's coming through on this person's side, somebody that was a friend, air sign, or a hater slash hater, Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and they're like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, So yeah, and that's the situation right now. Definitely go watch the end of June reading. It's the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. It's the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. So you strategizing, like I said, you're trying to find yourself here. And yeah, somebody's trying to dish your ass. I think it's an Aries. Yeah. I think it's an Aries. Over energy is my wasted card, and my fire sign energy is an Aries. And it's Aries, Sagittarius too. It could be a water sign too, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They're concluding and they're like, yeah, okay, whatever. But they can't really do anything to you because you're focusing on yourself, you're trying to strategize, and you're not asking for their help. Now, if you ask for their help, then somebody's name is Delise or Dolores, okay? But if you ask for their help, then that's when they sabotage you. You're going to understand where Capricorn's is coming from, especially with that friend. So continue focusing on you because it's like, the fuck? And this person's gonna still continue to get with you because they see whatever's going with you here, whatever's going on with you here. Now, the only thing I'm hearing is just showgirl too. Like, make sure you don't fall into a showgirl energy. I'm hearing exactly. Don't fall into a showgirl energy. Because I'm hearing the song Burlesque by Christina Aguilera. Let's see, Christina Aguilera. She's a Sagittarius. So maybe somebody's a showgirl. The person that they got a problem with is a showgirl. I'm hearing burlesque. Is it cold in here? That's breaking outside. But baby, me and all my girls making on the fire. Show a little less. Gotta shimmy your chest. It's a life, it's a style, it's some heat. Burlesque. Like a fucking flies in your fucking, yeah, and they getting zapped by that zap. Don't be a showgirl, okay? Because I feel like your person's gonna be like angry, and you gonna continue like being used to that showgirl type of energy. B L something, B R something, love, sex, ladies, no free, B L. It's a passion, let's rock it up if you go there. Can you feel me? Can you feel it? It's burlesque. That's probably how y'all got on beat, you know what I'm saying? And this person like, yeah, the club throwing money or some shit like that. They're just throwing shit to you. I feel like you guys are like, shit, I'll take it, but like, come on, you ain't gonna want that shit. You ain't gonna want that lifestyle. Because I feel like this person's one of them niggas burlesque, like, like a pimp. They're gonna start pimping your ass out. And you've seen them classes, them goddamn pimps, right? So you don't want to be a fucking, prostitute, you know what I'm saying? And not like a clean one, you know what I'm saying? Burlesque people, they don't have sex with people, but let's be honest. We all watch Geisha, and if you know what the fuck I'm talking about with Geisha, then you go watch the trailer. The bitch actually was, spoiler alert, the bitch, she was learning to be a geisha. She had blue eyes. And it was like, oh my God, she got famous because she had blue eyes. It was like, oh my God, I actually ran a picture. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she had blue eyes, you know what I'm saying? And with the girl that she grew up with, she was jealous or whatever, but she had blue eyes, geisha, whatever. And, this guy, he was in love with her ever since she was a little girl. And, what was it? And it was like, oh, your eyes are like the color of the ocean or some shit like that. And she was in love with him, you know what I'm saying, like in love. And she was like, there was a scene in Geisha where I love the movie, but it's so hard to watch because it's just like, for me, it's just like prostitution and what happened to her too. It's like, oh, they say you're not gonna do what what they what it looks like, but you end up doing it, because you need a place to stay, because you're technically homeless. You can't be in the fame world all the time, or a geisha, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, ever since she was a little girl, being a geisha is about like entertainment and stuff like that, being pretty, dances, and all that extra stuff, you know what I'm saying? And eventually she got sold to the highest bidder, or somebody that, the person that paid a lot of money to like see her perform and stuff like that. She got sold. I don't know if he raped her, because in the way how they presented it, it was like, the way how they presented it, it was like he was trying to like, take her clothes off and stuff like that. And then when she was like, no, 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 she just fell to the floor. And I was like, oh, so did he finger her? Did he like, what was it? Because she obviously she was violated and it wasn't consensual. So the person that was training her, obviously she was shocked, but I always thought that she wasn't that shocked, because she's like, it happened to me too, like, or you know, I rejected it, and because I knew what it was, you know what I'm saying. But I still remain I still have my reputation. So I always thought that, you know, she kind of knew, but she was just like, hey, like, you know, that's what's expected, because she was getting older and older. But that's basically what happened, you know, like eventually. That's why I mentioned geisha, because this burlesque stuff, like Christina Aguilera, you know, like she, you know what I'm saying, like eventually it gets to that point. And I say that too as well, because the girl she grew up in a house with, and the one that was like, she was a geisha before her, not the little girl. I think it was just her and the teenager girl, or that older lady, and it was a grandma. But she was actually having sex as a geisha, you know what I'm saying. And the grandmother, or the person that, the grandmother, but the person that, like, you know, took them in, she didn't know that she was having sex with her. She didn't have a sex with a dude, you know what I'm saying, as a geisha. You know, she was just really famous, like the girl with the blue eyes. So it's a good movie. I would recommend watching it, but it's a sad movie. So I feel like that's kind of y'all lifestyle. Even if you're a guy, like, you know, you could be around a guy and everything, and he could be pimping you out, or she could be pimping you out. But there comes a time where you're gonna have to, like, just like the geisha, somebody's gonna take advantage of you. It's not gonna be consensual. That could be like putting shit in your house, or like, you know, having raping you, or like, putting you at the wrong place at the time, making you a puppet. You know what I'm saying, just for cover. And yeah, I was dealing with an Aquarius. I was a little girl, and this is why I don't like that style too. I was a little girl, and you know, one of my siblings, you know, she's an Aquarius, and she's like, oh, you know, um, at the time on my block they had like a nail salon. So at the time, and I got the color of my nails was blue, and it was white, or I think it was like blue and green or some shit like that, orange. But I remember, I think it was blue or whatever. But I had my real nails, so she did my nails for me. She took me to the nail salon. She did my nails for me. So I remember going up the elevator with her, and she's like, oh, can you do the dishes for me? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And but it was just like my intuition told me. It was like, you know, she did this because she wanted you to do the dishes so she could go outside and whatever. I'm not saying she's, you know what I'm saying, but I always remember that. And I think in my soul, my intuition trying to tell me, like, remember that. You know what I'm saying? And basically, the more of what I'm trying to say is, be careful, like, who do favors for you, because the people that's doing favors for you here, it's not really for it. It's like, yeah, you need it, but they need you more. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like temptation. You know what I'm saying? It's not kind of, but it is temptation, and it plays on the ignorant. It works well on the ignorant, the not knowing. It's not a bad thing, just not knowing, right? But then when you do know, you know, that's when you have power, that's when you have choice, and then that's how you see how that person acts. So I remember going upstairs, doing the dishes or whatever, you know, and I said, yeah, because I'm like, what, how old am I? I'm like, I think like 10 years old or like 12 years old, and I was just trying to, like, you know, learn how to be like them. Maybe one day I'll tell you my story of like why I was like, you know, just trying to be up in their face or whatever. And I wasn't like, oh yeah, but I was just like, oh, can I come with you? Can I come with you? Because I was young and I didn't really know myself, you know what I'm saying? But I'm happy I took the time out to, like, know myself. And I said, I'm a schoolgirl, so I'm going to stick to school. I'm going to stick to the books. And it was the greatest decision I ever fucking made in my life. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I remember it. And I remember going upstairs and I was so angry because I said she used me. You know, she really, like, hurt my feelings. I thought we were really, like, you know, and I'm in my head, and I'm as a 12-year-old, bro, as a 12-year-old, and I'm thinking, the way how I'm thinking, bro, like, I'm as a 12-year-old, like, I thought she was, like, really my friend. I thought we were really cool and stuff like that. But she used me. It hurt my feelings so much to the point where I got so angry and I took off all the nail polish and I did the dishes. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to even do the dishes either. And I said, no, I'm going to take the nail polish off and I'm going to do the dishes. And then, you know, she was out. She came back upstairs and, you know, she was like, oh, you know, I did, you know, I did her nails and stuff like that. Looking. She was like, oh, I don't think she, maybe that happened, but I think maybe she was like, oh, you did the dishes or whatever. And I don't remember, like, she told somebody, because I remember she telling somebody, no, this is what happened. I think I did the dishes, and she saw the dishes. She was like, oh, thank you, whatever. And I said, you're welcome. And she was like, you took your nail polish off? I said, yeah. I didn't know what to say because I didn't want to hurt her feelings, but at the end of the day, I said, you hurt my feelings. And ever since then, I was been so, like, I was like, now I know with this one, like every sister, you know what I'm saying? I was like, now I know with this one. You know what I'm saying? Because that really like hurt my feelings to the max. And that's when I went real cold. You know what I'm saying? That's when I started distancing myself. And that's why I think God was trying to tell me, like, yo, do, like, be on your own path. You know what I'm saying? And so and then I think she told, like, she left and she went to her crib or whatever. And I think she told my mom, or I think she was back there, in my mom's house. And she was like, oh, I told her to, she did the dishes for me or whatever. And she took off her nail polish, she took off her nails and she sounds sad and shit like that. I'm like in my head, like, I know you sound sad, but it's like, do you hear how, like, you hurt my feelings? And, I was like, and who am I was gonna say like, oh, I felt like you was using me? Ain't nobody gonna really hear that shit. Ain't no fucking facts. And it's sad that in the family you can't really say all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I felt. Cause I'm like, I think my mom was telling her at the time, like, do the dishes, do the dishes. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, you know what, I'm gonna just get me to do it because I was young and I wanted to hang out around them and stuff like that. And I'm like, nah, bro. Like, that's fucked up. Like, I ain't doing that shit. And I never again did in my nails or whatever. And I made sure, like, I got my own money to do my nails. And that's how I became very independent. But that shit really hurt my feelings. So that's why I said geisha. You know what I'm saying? Geisha wasn't like that. But, just be careful. Because people may ask you to do things and you may get something in return and you may not want that, right? It may be a while, but you may not want that. But don't be a showgirl, and yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's pretty much all. You know what I'm saying? That you guys, I have for you guys here, and yeah, I want to know the geisha because I feel like you guys are like, what's the geisha's zodiac sign? Geisha. Yeah, it says the name geisha is primarily a female name of Russian origin that means good. Yeah, so it's definitely somebody that doesn't sleep around. It's like a showgirl, like somebody. I don't want to say it like that because I feel like that's a little degrading. But let me see. Let me look up the movie. What's her name though? You spell it Geisha. Story by Arthur Golden. Release date. Oh, so she is this one. Her name is Shang Zhe. She's Chinese, but it happened. This took place in Japan, I think, and this is when Japan was going to war. America was going to war with Japan, and then they started to like working with each other. They start working with each other. Zodiac sign. So her zodiac sign is an Aquarius. That's so interesting how I was talking about an Aquarius because I was like, oh, she's an Aquarius. So you guys are like, that's probably why you guys are like, oh, what's her zodiac sign? What's her sign? She's an Aquarius. So we're gonna end it there. That's my little story with an Aquarius, and yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Remember, don't be a showgirl, okay? Sagittarius, Aquarius, alright? Don't be a showgirl. That is all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.